About Time with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my About Time Boxing family in the Trill 100 Mil gang? As always, man, thank you, man. I thank every single one of y'all, you know, whether I know you or don't know you, for supporting the channel, rocking with the channel, watching the videos, liking the videos, sharing the videos, leaving the comments. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Encourage others to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button to stay up on the latest, man, with Rashawn's About Time Boxing. Shout out to my guy, Rebel Life Boxing. Please support his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Bro, always dropping that dope content. Shout out to my guy, Mark Nash, you know, who always giving up that dope, you know, that dope content too. Y'all need to check his channel out and rock with him. All right, so co-main event, Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. This guy's, he one of my favorite fighters. David Benavidez versus Oleksander Gvozdyk. Now, Oleksander Gvozdyk, he's 37 years old. Benavidez is 27 years old. Benavidez 28-0, 24 knockouts. That's like a 95, 96% knockout ratio. Gvozdyk is 20-1 with 16 KOs. Now, the biggest name on Oleksander Gvozdyk's resume is Adonis Stevenson. No. He beat Adonis Stevenson. Biggest name on his resume is Arthur Beterbiev. But he lost to Beterbiev. He got knocked out. He got stopped by Beterbiev. And I think he fought him in 2019, I believe it was. All right, but now when you come to David Benavidez, you know, he fought Ronald Gavril twice. He fought Anthony Durrell. He destroyed Caleb Plant, dominated Caleb Plant. He beat Rashidi Ellis' brother, Ronald Ellis, David Lemieux. He beat up J. Leon Love, Demetrius Andrade. I told everybody what he was going to do to Demetrius Andrade too. He destroyed Demetrius Andrade. Mike Tyson named him the Mexican Monster. He got that name for a reason. And now he's going up to 175 to fight for the WBC interim light heavyweight title. And this, you know, honestly, you know, it's a shame that Benavidez had to do that, you know, because now I know some of y'all probably going to be upset about what I'm getting ready to say, but this is my opinion. But I feel like that Canelo was ducking him and didn't want to give him a shot for whatever reason. Okay, Canelo, you know, you got to remember when Andrade was Canelo's #1, was his mandatory. He didn't want to fight him. When Jamal Charlo was Canelo's mandatory twice, I believe, at 54 and 60, he didn't want to fight him. He actually, you know, chose to vacate the belt down there at 54, I believe it was, and at 60, you know, and he didn't fight them. But, you know, David Benavidez, I feel like he's paid his dues and he's earned that shot. Now, even though, you know, Canelo, in his last fight, he fought Munguia. And, you know, I already said on paper, Munguia was supposed to look like he was, you know, the best. But if Benavidez would have fought Munguia, Benavidez would have stopped Munguia. He would have knocked Munguia out. I believe he would have, honestly. Because Munguia lacks the experience too as well. You know what I mean? So Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Like, he, you know, he knew what he was getting with that when he fought Munguia. But with Benavidez, he knew what he was getting with that too. And he didn't want that. And I believe that he knew that had he fought Benavidez, that was going to be a detriment to his career. Okay? Now, even though Canelo has a hell of a resume, can't take that away from him. Canelo is a hell of a fighter. Can't take that away from him. And I don't. I respect the hell out of Canelo. But do I feel like he was ducking Benavidez? Yep. There's no way Benavidez shouldn't have got a shot at those undisputed belts at 68. He should have got that shot. And this is why, and one of the things I always said too, when a fighter wants to get out of fighting somebody that they don't want to fight, they either going to make a bunch of outrageous, outlandish stipulations, or they're going to ask for astronomical amounts of money. And Canelo said he wanted $200 million to fight David Benavidez. $200 million to fight him. Now I could see 60 million. I could see that. I could see 60 million. I could see 50 million, 45 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, did he get 200 million when he fought Munguia? Nope. Did he get 200 million when he fought Caleb Plant? Nope. Did he get 200 million when he fought and lost to Floyd Mayweather? No. Did he get 200 million when he fought and lost to Bivol? No. So you start asking for this kind of money because it's like, okay, I guess it's one of those risk versus reward type things. So if I'm going to take this, see, that right there just goes to show you how much of a threat that David Benavidez is to Canelo and how much of a threat Canelo viewed David Benavidez. To ask for that kind of money, that's just Canelo saying, hey, listen, y'all want me to risk my health and risk myself like that? Oh, y'all got to make it worth my while. To ask for that kind of money, come on. Y'all can disagree all you want. But those of y'all who know, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know that that's exactly what it is. It's that risk versus reward thing. If I'm going to take this risk, the reward got to be worth it. And he's asking, even though I don't believe he should have got 200 million, I can even see, 70, 80 million or 100 million. I can even see 100 million. But 200 million, man, come on. Some of y'all going to be like, man, no, give it to him, man. Like, he the biggest thing in boxing, blah, 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 blah. When Floyd was the biggest thing in boxing, Floyd didn't get 200 million for one fight. And some of y'all say, oh, yes, he did. When he fought Pacquiao, they had the purse split. 300 million. Pacquiao got 120. Floyd got 180. Floyd was co-promoter of that fight, too. And then by him being a promoter, he get money off the pay-per-view gate and all that type of stuff. But I believe his check, because he showed a $100 million check. You ever see what $100 million look like? Let me show you. So, you know what I mean? And I think he got that same thing when he fought Conor McGregor. I think he got 100 million or something like that for that too. So y'all saying that Canelo should, he should get 200 million? Nah, that's just his way of getting out of fighting Benavidez. Well, I tried to make the fight happen. I told him to give me 200 million, And again, like I said, I respect Canelo, I do. But when it comes to that, nah, man. Nah, dude. And I don't know if it's a thing like where he going, because even though Canelo went up to 175 to fight, but I don't know if it's a thing like where, he going to let Benavidez get comfortable up there at 75 and then try to make the fight happen at 68, knowing that Benavidez will probably have trouble making the weight. You know what I'm saying? But Benavidez said, man, I'm not worried about Canelo, man. Look, I felt like I did what I was supposed to do, paid my dues, and I did everything I was supposed to do to try to get the fight and, at the shot at the titles at 68, and he just didn't want to give it to me. That's that. You know what I mean? So he said, look, I'm looking forward to new horizons, up here at 75, trying to make my mark up here, win the titles up here, starting with Oleksander Gvozdyk. Now, Gvozdyk lacks the experience too. And a lot of people, think that, because this has been Benavidez's first fight at 75, and because Gvozdyk looked like he, look a little bigger. But Benavidez said this is the first time he had an easy weight cut. So when he rehydrates, he's going to be bigger. He's going to be stronger. The height is there. And I believe he's going to dominate Oleksander Gvozdyk in dramatic fashion. I believe he's going to stop him. I believe he's going to stop him. When? I would say probably between like 5 and 8, around 5 and 8 or 5 and 9. You know, I believe he's going to stop Oleksander Gvozdyk, and he's going to give a good showing of himself. And hopefully, this is set up fights where he can fight guys like Benavidez, Bivol, and hopefully these guys will want to step up and actually make these fights happen because his name's up there for him to fight. And I hope that those fights can happen for David Benavidez, man, because I really wanted to see him fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But I think skill-wise, I think Benavidez is just levels above Oleksander Gvozdyk. I think, skill-wise, he's levels above him. Experience, he's levels above him. You know what I'm saying? Just as an overall fighter, boxer and fighter, he's low. Because David Benavidez is another guy who don't get credit. I feel like he really don't get credit, for being as good as a boxer as he is. And he has fast hands. Fast hands. And he's strong. He's not weak by no stretch of the means. Like Benavidez put that work in. He puts that work in. And I believe he's going to go in there and he's going to dominate again. Like he did Andre, like he did Caleb Plant. He's going to dominate this guy. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully, like I said, then the fights with Bivol and, Benavidez, those fights can happen. Hopefully those fights can happen next. After he beat this guy, Oleksander Gvozdyk, and Benavidez said he's looking to steal the show. So, hey, I would say the same thing. Don't blink for that. You know what I mean? Because anytime David Benavidez fight, it's always a treat when he fight. It's all you always want. Even if he gets knocked down in the fight, like he's going to get right back up and he's going right back to work. And one thing I love about this guy, man, he's not gun shy, man. He want that challenge. Like he wants you to bring it to him. You know what I mean? Because it brings the best out of him. And I still feel like that we have yet to really see, like the best of Benavidez. I don't think, and this is no disrespect to, because I like Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is, he's one of my, I like Caleb Plant. But I just still don't feel like that those fights, he took that fight personal. That's why he, went off the way he did in that fight. But after the fight, he was right back to, man, look, I don't got nothing against Caleb Plant, but he needed that motivation. Like he know how to take those things and use it as fuel, to get him prepared. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's and that killer instinct is something that already has to be in you too. So he already is, you know what I mean? Like that was nothing that, that somebody instilled in him. That was already in him. That killer instinct was all, that monster mentality was already in him. So I feel like, and I'm looking for, because I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. You know what I mean? So, I just feel like he's going to dominate this fight. And it's a shame. It's a shame that he got to go up to 175 and Canelo don't want to fight him. You know what I mean? And I hope Canelo don't let Benavidez fight a few fights up there, 2 or 3 fights, where he's settled in the 175 and he comfortable. And then now Canelo like, okay, well, yeah, I want to fight Benavidez. Let's make the fight happen. At 68, now you want him to try to drain himself out so you can, and then put the rehydration clause in the joint and try to, because he did it with Daniel Jacobs, you know what I'm saying? Try to put that rehydration clause in the joint so he, you know what I mean? So I hope that's not the case, but nevertheless, I don't feel like we're ever going to get the fight with Benavidez and Canelo. So we only just left to wonder and guess there. I feel like if they did fight, it would be it'd be a chess match, but I think, Benavidez would, edge the fight out, and I think he would have beat Canelo if they would have fought. But I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Drop the comments in the comment section below. David Benavidez, co-main event versus Oleksander Gvozdyk on Tank versus Martin, pay-per-view. Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. David Benavidez, man. How do y'all think he gonna do? Y'all think Gvozdyk going, because Gvozdyk think he can hurt Benavidez. He's saying, he got to use his footwork and all that. But if you watch Gvozdyk fight, he's not one of them guys that really use his footwork like that. But Benavidez got good footwork. This dude can move. He can box. And, a lot of Mexicans is not really known for, you know, being really good boxers. You know what I mean? Like, it's no disrespect. Like Julio Cesar Chavez was a good boxer. Marco Antonio Barrera was a good boxer. He could really box, like move. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Eric Morales was a good boxer. Juan Manuel Marquez, like, you know what I mean? He was a good, but so it's few Mexicans that really could box and not like, like Juan Diaz, baby boy, just come walk straight to you, just try to follow you around, try to cut the ring off, but they not moving and they giving punches, but they taking a lot of shots too. Benavidez is not that type of guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's not scared to engage, So I feel like this is going to be a good fight, but this is going to be a good fight in Benavidez's favor, and I believe he's going to shine in this fight. So hopefully, again, this will set up some bigger fights at 75 for him. But this is all I got for now. Drop the comments in the comment section below and let me know what y'all think.